scheduled maintenance with Honda Service Pass.
Jay Maggio, Sports Central, KCAL Los Angeles.
We are now ready to start our healing process, and we're trusting the justice system. We have a justice system you can trust.
Now at 8, as healing begins for one family, hurt sets in for another after socialite Rebecca Grossman is convicted in the murders of 2 boys in Westlake Village.
And I'm assignment editor Mike Rogers at the desk. That conviction is sending shockwaves across the Westlake Village community where the crash happened. We'll hear from neighbors coming up.
All right, Mike, also ahead, new video tonight of the moment a big rig was ripped off in Kern County, setting up a wild pursuit into the Inland Empire. Evelyn.
And we are expecting a warming trend ahead in our forecast. We'll show you exactly what to expect this weekend, plus that chance of rain ahead.
This is KCAL News, Los Angeles.
Welcome to KCAL News at 8, streaming live on CBS News Los Angeles. I'm Susie Sun. Chauncey Glover has the night off. We begin tonight with breaking news out of Cascadia where a high-pressure hose failed at the Chiquita Canyon landfill. The leak in that hose has now prompted a hazmat situation. You can see a large response from firefighters. Neighbors, locals, and now federal officials have been cracking down on the landfill for months over health concerns. Just yesterday, the EPA said the landfill presents imminent danger to nearby communities and said the Chiquita Canyon landfill needs to take immediate steps to protect human health. Our other top story tonight, Rebecca Grossman found guilty on all 5 counts, convicted of hitting and killing 2 young brothers while they were crossing the street in Westlake Village in 2020. KCAL News reporter Jasmine Veal with the latest tonight.
When that verdict was read, gasps and sobs from both sides of the courtroom. The Iskander family saying that they are just overwhelmed and overjoyed with the guilty verdict, but also the mother, Nancy Iskander, saying that every single day of this 6-week trial has felt like attending the funeral of her 2 boys that she lost. Let's go ahead and take a look at the list of charges. Guilty on all 5 counts, including the allegations like fleeing the scene. Now guilty on 2 counts of murder, 2 counts of gross vehicular manslaughter, and 1 count of hit and run resulting in death. The Grossman family, the father and the 2 kids left the courtroom shortly after that verdict. They only said it was unexpected and that they will appeal. Now their mother, Rebecca, she was handcuffed and led away. She even asked if she could kiss her kids, but she was not allowed. At one point, her daughter in the court yelled toward the Iskander side of the room, "How would you do this? And how could you do this?" This is, again, 6 weeks of hearing heartbreaking and very emotional testimony in this trial, 2 days of deliberations, rereading of some testimony from 2 eyewitnesses and that mother, Nancy Iskander, Friday, and then the jury decided and came down with this guilty verdict. It was more than 3 years ago that Nancy says she watched in horror as Mark and Jacob Iskander on a skateboard, on some skates, just out for a walk with their mom and younger brother when they were hit and killed in the Westlake crosswalk by Grossman's white SUV. The mother, Nancy, saying she had to jump out of the way of another black SUV with her youngest son, Zachary. But now, with what happened here today, she can start the healing process.
They were godly children. They loved God. They were raised at the church. They were hardworking. They were honest. They cared about the truth. Someone is not held accountable. Mark and Jacob didn't die. Mark and Jacob were murdered. That's how I'll be thinking tonight as I go to bed.
The deputy DA argued all along that this was murder. They said they're not surprised with the verdict. They are pleased, as it is justice for Mark and Jacob.
The maximum is 4 plus 30 to life. The way that works is the 2 murder counts are each 15 to life. The judge has the ability to run them together or separately, so the maximum would be 15 plus 15 or 30 to life. The remaining charge of leaving the scene causing death, that has a maximum of 4 years attached to it, so the maximum she could get would be those 4 years plus the 30 to life.
Sentencing for Rebecca Grossman is expected to happen in April. Now, her defense lawyers had argued that she be and remain on bail up until that sentencing, but the judge said that The guilty verdict was handed down on these very serious charges of murdering children, and that justice can no longer be delayed in this case. Again, handcuffed and taken away here at the Van Nuys Courthouse. Jasmine Veal, KCAL News.
Well, news of that guilty verdict sent shockwaves through the Westlake Village neighborhood where the crash happened. KCAL News assignment editor Mike Rogers is at the desk. Mike, you sent a crew out there tonight. What are neighbors saying?
Yeah, Susie, this is a case that really rocked that community. As you can imagine, this is a fairly tight-knit community. Everybody knows what happened and how devastating it was for that community. And while this 3 years was very long, people in that community did not forget about it. So it was very shocking to some when they heard the news today.
I have